It's actually raining a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna rain hard. If it does, this live will be ending much sooner. So what is the truth they don't want INFJs to share or know? It's that you have special intuitive powers to see through the lies, the deceptions of the things around you, and that you don't need to guess what to do with your life. Hi, Miss Sheila. Hi, Caitlin. So lately I've been thinking that I really don't need to worry about sort of antagonistic people or things, mostly online usually, because they just don't get it. And they're not going to see it from my point of view. Just like if you're an INFJ, they're probably never going to see it from your point of view. And things that are so obvious to you that you've picked up on, whether it's like relationship things with your family or the events happening in the world, unfortunately, they're just not going to see it. So you just have to accept it and appreciate the fact that you are ahead of the ball game. That kind of sums up what we're talking about, Caitlin. Because it doesn't matter what your personality is. Hi, Irma. No matter what your personality is, we can all get affected by negative people and things, and it'll pull us down unless we don't allow it into our brains, or at least to stay there. And so that's a really cool thing to realize and say, you know what, from now on, if this person gets to me or is trying to, I'm just going to flip that switch off and say no more. If you have to keep forgiving that person, then do it, because you're not doing it for them. That's the misconception. That's what we all think. We don't forgive people for them, we forgive them for us. So we can, like I said, flip the switch and get right back to doing what we were meant to do. And so, yeah, I'm really talking a lot to INFJs on here, but it's not just for INFJs, because we all have negative people somewhere around us. Hopefully we don't have to deal with them often, but usually at least once in a while we do. So even though it's not always easy to forgive, that's really your secret weapon, INFJ or not. And I'm literally practicing what I preach right now with two members of my family. I won't say who, but two different people who just cannot stand the way I think and some of the things I share. And yes, my initial reaction, not bad, but not so good either. And I had to, like I'm telling you, I had to realize that, oh, this is not good for me. This is not healthy. they are getting to me. I'm letting them get to me. Flip it off. And it gets easier with time because, I don't know, ever since 2020 maybe, I've had a whole lot of practice because I was one of the ones online from the very beginning, that first month, who said, things do not smell right. This is not passing the sniff test. And I'm seeing a whole lot of smart people that are disagreeing with what the masses are being told. And as an INFJ, or whoever you are, as somebody watching this channel, maybe you saw that too. Maybe you said it out loud, maybe you just kept it to yourself. But if you were like me, and in 2020 or shortly after, you were like, no, I'm not gonna just blindly go along with this, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And one of the things I do encourage everybody to do is to not allow the fear or negativity to get to you. It's a practice. That's what I was getting at. I've had a lot of practice. Well, I could go back to 2016, but 2020 was really a turning point for a lot of us, including myself. And 2019 too, but I won't get into that. There's been a lot of turning points for many of us the last 5-10 years. But what I was saying is it does take practice. It's like learning a musical instrument or a new skill. The more times you practice tuning out the negativity and getting back to what you want to do, the better you get at it, the faster, more equipped, skilled, however you want to look at it, you get better. And the better you get, the more of a blessing it becomes. Because you're able to detach yourself from those people, those things, and you're just thankful that you don't live in that world like they are. Because that in itself is kind of depressing. When you're so upset about certain things in your own life that you have to take it out on other people to try to make yourself feel better. We shouldn't want that for ourselves at all. But it really does start with forgiving others, to just like cleanse it all away and open up room back in your heart for yourself and for the people who do earn your respect and love. It's like I've said many times, the quote, blood is thicker than water, that's just total crap to me, because relative or not, you have to earn somebody's respect. And just the fact that you have shared genes is not enough. It doesn't mean you gotta, I realize with family, it's not like you can just remove them from your life forever. But it doesn't mean you need to spend a whole lot of time with them either, or give them like a fake love, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying. So I don't do that anymore. I used to quite a bit. Again, I'm not going to say which family members or what it was, but all I can say is these are people that should have been treating me a lot more respect, and they didn't. And if you think that I'm going to just act like nice guy and everything's okay because I'm related. Nope, not going to do it. However, for my own heart, I have to forgive them. And I have to let them be the way that they are, because they may never change. I mean, unfortunately, those kind of people, they could be in the same place 20, 30, 40 years from now. You just don't know. And the main thing is it's not your responsibility. Just like everybody else in this world is not your responsibility. So, INFJs, that is the truth that certain people, powerful people in this world, would not want you to know. That you can be just as strong or stronger than anybody else, and the choice is up to you. Nothing is holding you back at all. So, yeah, don't let that person or those people get in your way. You may have to make some hard choices in life in order to accomplish it, but you won't regret it at all. Thank you, Caitlin. Yes, Kyle. Please subscribe, follow. This channel is growing pretty well now. Because I don't know what it was, but a month or two ago, I was just like, you know what? I know I'm going to keep talking about INFJ stuff and self-development. I need to just start doing more lives again. And so I just enjoy this kind of community, which is unique too than the other channels I do. So I do appreciate all your support here. It can be hard to kind of get a new channel going. Well, this isn't that new, but at first it was like a podcast. If you look at the older videos, it was just the picture on the screen and me talking. And then probably a year or two ago, I decided to put my face on videos. So thank you, Caitlin. Thank you, Sheila. So that's really all I got for this one. I think, bam, we knocked it out of the park. We got it. And I'm glad you were all here too. So I will see you again soon. Like I said, maybe at different times, but I should be living here just about every day. Might skip a day once in a while, but I'm going to try to do it every day. So yeah, Charlie Kirk's memorial service was huge. It was amazing. I mean, they packed the stadium, and then there was like thousands of people that couldn't even fit in there as well, outside the doors. So it's kind of like revival. Amazing things are happening. People are seeing how crazy this world is, and they're sick of it. And there's kind of only one place to turn, and that's to God. Turning to Jesus. And like I've been talking about too on maybe this channel, but other channels too. This generation, the youngest generations, they are totally ready for revival because they've seen all the junk on the internet, good and bad, and they're like, good. So it's happening. It is historical and biblical and pretty darn cool. So I'm gonna wrap it up there so I can get back to normal work, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks for supporting, watching. God bless. See you next time.